Hey there, my name is Julian, and in this video, we are going to build a ebook website using WordPress and MemberStack. I am here. I have nothing. I just started a brand new site, installed Bricks Builder. I have ACF pre-installed, and I have WP Vivid. Other than that, this is a literally brand new WordPress site. As you can see, if I go over here, I have this privacy policy and sample page, which I am just going to trash. And the goal here is that in this video, by the end of it, I'm going to have a working ebook site with WordPress and MemberStack. So let's get right into it. First things first, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to install the MemberStack plugin. So let's go over here to add plugin, search plugins. Let's type MemberStack, hit enter. And then we can see MemberStack right over here. Let me move my big head out of the way. Probably gonna have to do that a couple times throughout this video. And then let's go ahead and hit activate. So now we have MemberStack over here and it's asking us for our app ID. Let's go ahead and get that. So first things first, let's go to app.memberstack.com. And then we're gonna go ahead and create a new app. I obviously already have a MemberStack account. I do like MemberStack if you haven't figured that one out yet. So let's just do WP ebook. Webebook. All right, create application. Oh, I just realized I forgot to change it to WordPress, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Set it to WordPress, set as default, and now if I go over here, we can see this. So let's go ahead and add in our app ID that was just created, and this app ID you don't need to worry about at all. This is, anyone can access it, it's perfectly fine. Go ahead and hit Save App ID. Now it says your site is connected to MemberStack. I'm using Bricks Builder, so let's go to add-ons. Let's add the Bricks Builder add-on, and let's hit Save Changes. Alrighty, I got a sneeze brewing, so stay tuned for that one. Now let's head over to Pages, and let's go ahead and create our home page. So, all right, we have sample page here. I don't want that. Why is that there? I'm going to go ahead and make sample page, or home page, home. All right, publish. And this is currently /home. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete this here sample page. I'm going to go to settings, reading, set my home page to be, well, home. And there we go. All right. So now if I go over here to my pages and I go to all pages and I go to home, I'm going to click edit with bricks. And now this is going to open our totally blank site. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and just build out a little home page here. And I'm not really going to make this like anything beautiful, but you know, whatever, it is what it is. So let's just go ahead and do section padding. That's a class I'm going to need a bunch. And I'm a bit split between in Bricks using classes like this or just going ahead and going to my theme settings, creating a new theme and setting that. Actually, you know what? For speed in this video, let's just go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to say this is my ebook theme. Why not? Create, and then I'm going to go to element section in here. I'm going to add 5% padding, whatever, didn't link the sides, but that's fine. 100, 100. And that should be good for our sections. We'll be back here in the future. I'm just going to remove this section padding class. And there we go. So, all right, let's go ahead and add in a heading, a basic text, and a button. There we go. We have this. So I'm going to say the best ebook known to man. And let's just leave that as it is. And then here, let's just say purchase. And the next thing, actually, let's just go ahead and add a little bit of styling here. I'm not really going to be styling this site very much, but just so that it doesn't look completely terrible, let's go ahead and add some styles in. Let's go ahead and center this container right over here. Center, and let's set the text to be centered as well. Get rid of that, go to typography and set it to center. There we go. All right, so we have our beautiful hero section right here, and then we have this purchase button. Let's just make this go to the, let's say, / do custom URL, and then do / buy ebook. There we go. All right, so we have this, and then let's go ahead and make our buy ebook page. So let's go to pages, all pages. Let's do. This thing is getting in my way. Nope, don't want that. All right, there we go. Add page. And let's just say buy ebook. Hit publish on that. And then let's go ahead and edit this page with bricks. So what we're going to do here is, again, we're going to add a section, going to add a heading, and it's going to say ebook $49. We're just going to make this like a buy it once and then you have access to the ebook sort of thing. I think that's probably more or less the standard. So now let's go ahead and add a button, add a tiny bit of styling here again, just so that we got a little bit of space. And then let's just say buy. Alrighty, so this button right here, we can do a couple things with it. I might actually switch this out for a member stack button, but the way that I like to build sites with member stack in WordPress is I like to actually build them first before I actually do anything with member stack, and then I go in and like bolt member stack on at the end. So we're going to do that in this video. Let's just again keep this right here saying buy. There we go. And then let's go ahead and let's set up our auth pages. So there's also like forgot password, reset password, and all that fun stuff. We're just going to do sign up and log in this video. So let's go ahead, do add page. Let's do sign up like so, publish that, edit with bricks. We're going to get a section in there, and then we're going to search for member stack form, just like that. Whoops, in the section, or sorry, in the container we want. Like so, and this is a login form. So you know what we'll do? Let's go ahead and add social auth right here. Let's do Google. This one is like enabled right out of the box with member stack, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and keep it like that. And for a form in here, we're just going to set that to sign up. We won't set the redirect or anything here. That should be good. Let me just add a heading so that it's clear which page you're actually on. Just like that. And then this is sign up. Again, let's go ahead and add 20 pixels of bottom margin to that. Let's save that and let's go back to our dashboard. So now I'm just going to duplicate that page, make my life a little bit easier. So let's click duplicate bricks and then let's change the name from sign up to login like that. And then this one is also login. Perfect. There we go. Let's go ahead and hit edit with bricks. There we go. All right. So login, and then let's change this form to be a login form. And obviously you can style all this stuff like, you know, field styles, submit button styles, and all of that within bricks. But again, we're just trying to build something here that's going to work. So now we have our login and that is working. And I think the next thing, actually, let's revisit our homepage. Let's go to edit with bricks, knowing that we now have our login and our sign up. So let's just right here make 3 buttons. Oh, gotta allow it to access my clipboard. Let's do purchase, let's do login, and let's do sign up, and then let's go ahead and add some margin to these. 10 and 10. There we go. And then this one is going to go to /login, and this one is going to go to /signup. So usually when I'm building a site, I would actually be focusing on the design and all of that right now. But again, there's a lot of videos out there showing you guys how to build cool looking sites with bricks. Bricks is awesome. So there we go. We have our sign up and our login link. So let's actually go ahead and visit our site now. Whoops, actually, you know what? I want to visit it, but I want to visit it in a new tab. There we go. Okay, so we have this. Clicking login takes us to login. Clicking sign up takes us to sign up. We have our test mode badge down here, so we know that member stack is indeed loading. The next thing that I think we need to do is go ahead and build our actual ebook page. So let's just go over here to pages. Let's click all pages, and let's just make this page ebook. So this is literally ebook. We're going to make it so that when somebody logs in, they get redirected to ebook, and this ebook page is going to be completely gated. So let's go ahead and hit publish on that. Let's click edit with bricks, and I am going to add a section in here, and then I'm going to add in some rich text like so. And then I use Raycast for some placeholders. So we're going to do generate paragraphs. Let's say 10. Oh, 19. You know what? Why not? Let's go for it. 19. All right, there we go. That's our ebook. And again, what I would probably do if I was building an actual ebook template here is I would have it so there's different pages. You could mark pages as complete. You could save your progress. All of that takes some time, and we really want to get this ebook live. Like, we've got a boss over our shoulder right now saying, like, get this ebook live now or you're fired. So we need this ebook to be live. Forget saving process, forget any of that. So we have this ebook over here, and then, whoops, I don't need that. I don't need no help. And then let's go ahead and just do button. Let's do a member stack button here. Let's put it up here at the top, and let's make this one right here an action button, which is going to log you out. and let's just say log out. We'll use this for testing. And again, let's go ahead and add, let's say 20 pixels of margin right there. And there we go. So now if we open this page, as we can see, we have our ebook. We don't have a login button, a logout button, because we are not actually logged in. So MemberStack is going to automatically hide that by default. So now we have, if we enter our WordPress dashboard again and go to pages, we have up here, we have home, we have login, we have sign up, we have buy ebook, and we have ebook. So that should more or less be it. Again, these pages, if this was a real project, they'd probably be a bit more in depth. But hey, you know what? We're 10 minutes into this video and we have all this stuff working and we can style it after. So, you know, a win's a win, call a spade a spade. So now let's head over into the MemberStack dashboard over here and actually set up what we need in MemberStack. So first things first, we set our ebook is $50. So let's go ahead and click add plan. Let's do paid plan. And let's just call this ebook, create plan. And now we can see our plan is created. It's a paid plan. That's why we can see this little $sign here. And if we go to prices, create price, it's going to ask us to connect Stripe. So let's do that right now. You can only connect Stripe once, so don't connect the wrong account. That being said, you can contact the MemberStack team to change that if you mess it up. So anyways, there we go. We have connected our Stripe. So now let's go back into our plans, into ebook, and create price. And let's just call this ebook. Again, we're literally going to do like a one-time $45. That being said, you could do recurring, you can add setup fees, you could do trials, you could do like a whole bunch of things. And also here in this one time, so let's make this $49. Let's say you want them to have access to the ebook for a year and then you don't want them to have it anymore. You can switch this here to be like automatically cancel after 12 months. That'll just mean it'll remove the plan from them after 12 months. They won't be able to access it anymore. This is all we need. We want them to pay $49 one time and have access to our ebook. So cool. Let's go ahead and click create new price. Prices cannot be edited after they've been created. That being said, you can make a new price and replace it. So we have this now, and we do actually have our installation instructions over here with data MS price add. That being said, it is actually a little bit easier with WordPress and with Bricks Builder. So I'm going to show you that right now. So first things first, let's go ahead and since we want everyone to do it, I'm actually just going to add the plan to my sign up form. So let's go over here. Let's go to pages like so, all pages, and then let's go to the sign up form. So edit with Bricks. Here we have our sign up form, and let's go ahead and select plan type, paid plan, add. Select paid plan, ebook. It's already there, didn't even need to refresh. And so this is going to add the ebook plan once they go ahead and do this. So let's go ahead and just test our entire flow from the start right now. I'm assuming there's probably going to be a couple things missing, but let's just go to our homepage, open it again in a new tab. And we can see over here, the best ebook known to man. Cool, let's go ahead and purchase that ebook. Takes us over here. Wow. Such great sales page. Ebook, $49 buy. Let's do it. Why not? Ah, right. Okay, so the buy button doesn't go anywhere. Let's go ahead and fix that now. Let's go edit with Bricks. Again, I'm going to open that in a new tab and close it off. So this bad boy right here, what we want him to do is to go to /sign up. Just like that. Let's hit save. Let's open this up again. And let's refresh. So now, as we can see, it's going to take us over to sign up. So let's click buy, sign up, let's enter Julian at whatever, me.com, and then let's just enter in some numbers. Alrighty, so let's hit sign up, and then what we're going to see is that this is going to copy this Stripe test card. So let's go ahead and click that, continue to test checkout, and let's enter in our Stripe test card to see if things are going to work. So Stripe test card here to test a working card is just 424242, and then any date in the future and any number and any name. So this is going to work. If I hit pay, it is going to process it, and then it is going to do something. So let's see. It is loading. Sometimes it takes a little while to load here. No problem. There we go. So, all right, it took us back to the home page. If we open our test mode inspector here and click member, we can see that we're indeed logged in, but that isn't quite going to cut it. So let's fix it. We want to take people to our ebook page after. So let's just go ahead and log out here. So again, we're testing it from the standpoint of a logged out user. As you can see, you are logged out. And now let's go back into MemberStack over here and let's mess with our plan settings. So over here we have redirect. Let's do on sign up or purchase, take them to ebook. And then on login, let's take them to ebook. And then on log out, let's leave that blank because that's just going to take them to the home page. So we have that right now. And the other thing that we need to do is this. So if I go back over here, we can see that I am logged out. But if I go right now to the page /ebook, as you can see up here, I'm going to /ebook. It works. It takes me there, and we can tell that I'm not logged in because there's no logout button. So we have to fix that. So let's just go back for now. And then the next thing that we want to do is go to MemberStack and go to gated content. And now we want to create a new gated content item. Let's go ahead and just call this ebook. Again, let's keep things simple. Members on specific plan, ebook only. And now we can use this content ID, ebook, as you can see, to actually set certain elements on our page. And I'll show you that in actually a minute. But we can also restrict URLs, and that is exactly what we want. We want to restrict the ebook URL, and let's redirect them to login. So if they try to go to ebook and they're not logged in, let's assume that they do have an account and they just need to log into it. So that's it. It's going to take them there. Let's go ahead and hit save on that. And then let's go back on into MemberStack plugin here in WordPress, go to gated content, and let's hit refresh. So now what's going to happen here is it's going to show you this ebook thing right here. And I'm going to test it. That being said, MemberStack actually gates content in two ways. It has server-side gating with WordPress, and it has client-side gating. So sometimes it needs to kick in that first time. So don't worry if you see a little flash of content. That being said, now let's go ahead and let's try to go to the ebook page. So let's type in again /ebook. And as we can see, there was a little flash, but it took us to our login page, which is exactly what we want. Let's try to go to ebook again. As you can see, there is no more flash, and there isn't going to be a flash for anybody else. That is it. So it's taking us to our login page. That is fine, but I don't remember the password I created. So let's go ahead and make a new account. Let's click purchase on this, and again, buy. So it's going to ask us to sign up. juju@ju.com. All right. Random password. Hit sign up again, and all of this should work exactly as it did before. So it's going to load, say copy the Stripe test card. Yes, please. And then let's go to test checkout. Enter that in. And hit pay. Okay, so if everything that we did worked as intended, this should now take us to the ebook page. And we should be able to access that page, which before we were not able to access. So that should be it. It's now done, and it's going to redirect us. And as you can see here, it redirected us to the login page. So I'm going to try to figure out why exactly that is happening. So first things first, let's actually just check. We are indeed logged in. And it seems like our plan did not connect. So let's go back into MemberStack and go to our members. No worries, nothing there. Okay, so it does indeed say that we have the ebook plan. Let's go ahead and refresh and just see if it's figured that out. Okay, so there we go. It says that the plan is active. We may have just run into a little bug there. So let's go ahead, go over here and try to go to /ebook again. And now, as you can see, it is going to take us to our ebook page. We have full access to this. The logout button is indeed there, so I can click logout, and there you go. So now, what have we done in this video? We have made from scratch a site where you can sell an ebook on with a very simple setup in literally 20 minutes from fresh WordPress site. Now, don't think that this is it, because even though we've accomplished what we set out to do in this video, obviously you can style all of this stuff how you want, and things get a little bit more complicated. So for example, we are logged in, we're logged out, but let's go ahead and create an account again. Let's follow this process again. Hit sign up. Go ahead, enter that Stripe test card again. And hit save on that. So we're going to be logged in now, and then we should still be seeing those buttons because I didn't actually set anything to hide those buttons. The logout button is going to be gone right away. But all right, let's go back to our home page over here. Just like that. And so now we can still see this login and sign up button. So I'm going to show you how with MemberStack you can hide these. Now there's actually quite a few ways to do that, but I'm just going to show you the easiest way that I'm used to. So let's go over to our home page. So let's go to all pages. Let's go to home and edit with bricks. And then these buttons right over here. Usually if there's a couple things, I would probably just wrap them like so. And then I would add it to this div instead of adding the attributes to, both of these buttons. Let's just go ahead and do that. What we're going to do over here is we're actually just going to go ahead and add data-ms-content !members. So what this is saying is show this to anyone who is not an actively logged in member. So if I hit save on that, go back over here and then refresh, as we can see, it is gone. And if I test as a logged out member by just clicking log out, as we can see, it is right there. So you can also gate kind of individual pieces of content. And the thing is, the sky is the limit here. You need a good ebook, you need a good design, and you need a good website. But at the end of the day, just build it like that, and then you can bolt on MemberStack as you need it. So that is it. I hope this video helps you. I'll talk to you in the next one, and have a great day.